Annie Bergeron-Oliver is traveling with the Prime Minister. She joins us now with more. Annie, good morning to you. The Prime Minister will be making a pit stop, if you will, an important stop in BC en route to China. Tell us more.
Hi, Marcia. Well, that's right. We're in Ottawa right now, but we'll be flying to Vancouver to pick up the Prime Minister. He's there currently, where he's going to be making or having a conversation with coastal First Nations, and they're going to be talking about a range of subjects, but we're told to expect some type of chatter or advancement on the major projects. We know, for example, he's going to be in the Prince Rupert region, which is where the Sillisms LNG project is currently located. But there's also a number of other major projects dealing with energy that are in that region of northern British Columbia. Another thing that the coastal First Nations have a big say in is a pipeline from Alberta to the BC coast. There has been a lot of pushback from a variety of First Nations groups, including coastal First Nations groups, saying that they don't want this pipeline because of the effect they believe it will have on the pristine oceans and coastal regions in British Columbia. So we're not 100% sure that that is going to be a topic of discussion, but given all of the blowback after the Alberta pipeline MOU came out, it seems hard that this is a subject that's not going to come up, especially if there is a question and answer. So again, what we know, he's going to be talking to coastal First Nations. He's going to be in that Prince Rupert region where there are a number of major projects, as well as this pipeline that potentially is going to go from Alberta to the BC coast, Marcia.
Yeah, pretty packed agenda starting off with that visit in BC and Prince Rupert, Annie, as you lay out for us. And then what happens next with his travels?
Well, then we're off on a very, 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 very long flight to China. And once we arrive in China, the Prime Minister has a number of meetings with business leaders, CEO, the Premier, and of course, the big meeting with Xi Jinping. Canadian officials speaking on background say this is all about reviving the relationship with China. They admit that this was a very strained, icy relationship for a long time. And officials speaking on background say right now is the time that both leaders have agreed they want to re-engage. They want to increase trade. They want to improve their relationship. This doesn't mean it's going to go back to where it was prior to the Huawei CEO being detained or the Michaels being detained, but they're looking for some stability, a path forward, a step forward on this relationship is the goal that we're being told. Essentially, the Prime Minister is looking for a way to increase trade with China as he tries to diversify away from the United States, but he's also looking for more investment from the private sector into Canadian sectors. We are being told from background officials that they do expect to see some progress on tariffs, specifically relating to canola and agriculture tariffs. However, they don't expect to see these tariffs removed entirely, but you can bet, Marcia, that this is going to be one key area that's going to come up repeatedly during his China trip. And we know that Scott Moe, who's currently on vacation in the region, is expected to join for some of these conversations. He was just in China in September. And of course, his province is hit hard with the 100% tariff on canola oil and on other agricultural products.
Yeah, those canola farmers watching developments very closely. Annie, all right, safe travels to you. Thank you so much. Good to see you this morning. CTV's Annie Bergeron-Oliver, as she is about to leave. She'll be traveling with the Prime Minister. We'll be watching for more